Hi, Bobby McGee here from BobbyMcGee.com. I'm talking to Omar Nour, Egyptian triathlete, professional triathlete, and Omar is a consummate master of presenting himself. He's a beautiful personality in the public eye, and everywhere he goes, he is loved and admired, and most importantly, listened to. People respect his opinion, and I thought this was an ideal opportunity to speak to Omar about the concept of athlete marketing. And so obviously this is going out to a lot of the professional athletes, but also to companies out there, small companies that are starting to become involved in the sports of running and triathlon, about the concept of not so much focusing on the victories and the performances, which is the life of the athlete, but more thinking about themselves as a brand or something that represents them in such a way that a company sees a good fit in terms of their affinity for each other, and that will ultimately lead to good success for the company. So I'm going to just let Omar speak about that. He's got extensive experience in that regard, and see what we come up with.
Yeah, I'm very excited to be talking about that because it's something that actually people never talk about in our sport. You know, people ask about performance, they ask about all these things.
Training and venues and races, but never about that.
They never talk. And I think that our sport is at a big disadvantage. I think a lot of even the highest caliber athletes in our sports, Olympic medals, they don't make the money that other sports make. And I think the system is a little bit broken, and I think people need to be aware of that. And I think when companies put all this value on results, and in general, like when agents, etc., and athletes think that, oh, well, I'm one of the best in the world, so I should be getting paid one of the highest paid person in the world. Well, there's no real correlation between results and direct sales on something. Yes, you need some legitimacy, of course, and I'm not saying that results aren't a good thing. They're a fantastic thing, and you should always try to win, etc. However, the main thing about a business supporting an athlete is for that athlete to bring back more business than he's costing them. Right? If the whole thing, they end up spending all this money on this athlete, and the athlete doesn't bring back the money, that's charity. That's not a business.
And even if it's break even, it's still not good enough.
It's not even close to good enough. So I think athletes and I think agents in our sport need to develop a brand. They need to develop a brand early on, because people don't buy results. People buy a feeling, an emotion. Even the result even the ones that say, well, I won this and this and I got this sponsor. It's not the fact that the result won you this. It's the feeling of they want to support a champion. The feeling of being involved with a champion. That's actually the real reason why they're getting involved. Is that feeling? Well, you got to create that feeling, no matter what your results are. It doesn't matter if you're a starting professional or you're a seasoned professional. You got to create a brand that speaks to an audience, so that those, especially when you're dealing with companies that are outside of the sport. People are always looking at bike manufacturers, shoes, etc.
Wetsuits, goggles.
Wetsuits, great. I mean, you're not going to make real money out of that, right? This is a very small.
But if you're talking to a beverage company or something like that,
you got to go big. You know, if you're going to go insurance companies, banks, things outside the sports, they don't really care whether you came in first or third in Kona or top 10 in Kona. What they care about is they're buying an emotion and a feeling, a personality, whatever that personality may be. But you got to embody that. You got to create that brand. You got to, once created, then you got to market it. Then you sell it.
And you play to it after you've sold it. Absolutely.
Always. Always play to it. You know, and use all the different mediums that are available to you. You know, social media, regular media, etc. You know, like for example, this is part of my brand. You know, and I'm sitting here with you. We're doing a few interviews. I have to embody the brand everywhere I go. You have to live it. You're embodying your brand.
I am.
So,
talk a little bit about the uncomfortable feelings some of the more introvert type athletes have when they feel a little bit of that imposter syndrome, where they think they're selling themselves in a fashion that they not comfortable with.
Look, I mean, like anything, we practice swimming, we practice running, we practice cycling, we even practice transitions. You need to practice how you portray yourself. If it comes naturally to you, fantastic. Still, make sure that you know what your brand is about, all the top level points, and embody that. In every single interview, you have to embody that. You have to support your sponsor, etc. If it doesn't come naturally to you, you may need more practice. But it's something that you have to do. This is not an option. This is not. Listen, we're professional athletes. As professional athletes, that means we need to get paid. In order to get paid, you must create a value. And it's just simply not going to happen by you swim, bike, running, and that's it. And you know, I'm sorry to interrupt you. A typical example that I love to use is, all right, what was the winner of Ironman? What bike were they riding? And you know, and 99% of the time, people are like, ugh, I don't know.
Now it happens in road racing all the time. You have, you know, you coach 10, 15 people to go run the New York Marathon. They run the New York Marathon. You ask them afterwards who won the women's race, who won the men's race. They don't know. You know, so it's extremely important. I think the other thing too is I was privileged to work with Bob Lindquist, who was the world #1 ITU athlete for 2 years, and Bob used to regularly attend Toastmasters and learn to present herself and how to talk and stuff like that.
Elevator speech.
Yeah, exactly. And the thing that I realized at that point is that even if you don't think you have a brand, you do have a brand. It's not a question of developing the brand so much. It's a question of recognizing what your brand is and then presenting that brand. You know,
correct.
Because we all have a certain something that's unique.
Correct. Everybody has that thing that's unique. It's packaging it. It's packaging it and making and giving. Like you said, for example, like, okay, so let's assume I'm friends with you. There's a reason why I'm friends with you. There is something about your character that makes me attracted to you to want to learn more. You got to be able to package that. And so when people don't meet you, they still feel that.
Exactly.
And if you can do that, then you will have success on the business side of triathlon, you know, and I think that's when companies are going to start, you know, paying more attention to us, is when we create more brands and when we create a feeling.
I've never owned a BMW or a Porsche in my life, but I absolutely know the feeling of the brand.
Exactly.
You know, and so they've done such a good job.
Exactly.
And so if our athletes can realize that, you know, they have a responsibility to themselves and their own financial well-being, but also a responsibility to the sport and the marketplace to let their light shine, and there's nothing wrong with, in so doing, making a good living at it.
That's quite the contrary.
It's
I think, I mean, you need to be even just as proud as that, as your results. If you're able to build something like that, it's not easy. It's something that you have to work on, so you should be proud of it.
Thanks, Omar. That's awesome.
Okay, thank you.